Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your part 2 for 2025. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I'm so excited to be doing this for you. So what I'm going to do is first, I want to, just recommend you watch part 1 because it's going to, all the meat of it all is in part 1. And what I wanted to do is just kind of either tell you or reiterate some big themes for you to look out for 2025. I'm also going to be doing some channeling, and then I'm going to do your spread, and it's going to be very different. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card for every month, but I'm going to do it in a different way from part 1. I'm just going to see the bigger story that it tells. Okay, and then we're going to go from there, and I'll walk you through it. So for you, and I always do a little meditation before every sign. Okay. The first, some things came through for me. Feels like you're building something. That was the biggest energy. You're building something. It could be something that, it just all that it's like very invested in building something. There's a lot of creative energy for you that came through. But when I say building, it could be a family. It could be, new business you're launching, or there's something here. And that's going to be your big focus. That's where you're going to put your blood, sweat, and tears in making something happen for you. And, in general, that is something that I want every sign to do if you're a cross watcher, is because remember, 2025 is basically a stepping stone into 2026. It's giving you a preview of what your life is going to be like in 2026 and beyond. So you want to do it anyway. But Scorpios, y'all are so invested in building something, security around something that's really significant to you. All right. So know that that's going to be something that you may put a lot of effort into. And y'all are gonna and just kill it. Make sure it happens, right? Make sure it happens. All right, you got this. Now, the other thing is 2025 is the year of the Great Awakening. I've talked about this again. I'm gonna try not to repeat things that I said in part 1, but some of the things that I say does bear repeating. Okay, keep that in mind. And of course, I'm going to give you a lot of new information here, but just know there's over 400 aspects in 2025. The majority of what we've not seen in human history. Okay, there's a lot of long-term aspects that are going to be happening throughout the year that, again, nobody on this planet, dead or alive, has experienced. All right, the fact that Neptune and Saturn are moving together from Pisces to Aries, we have not seen that. That has not happened since like 500 BCE. And then we have all these new cycles. So just know this is truly a year where you're going to see a lot of new things happen in your life. You create your reality. Please never forget that. Put yourself on the timeline that you deserve to be on, that you've already worked hard to be on. Don't let anything take you off your path. Okay, Scorpio? I'm going to start crying. I'm getting invested in. Okay, so here's the other thing. If you're born between 1996 to 1998 or 1967 to 1969, you are going through your Saturn return, or your second Saturn return. The next few years are going to be very significant, because you're going through your Saturn return through a time, again, that nobody has experienced. It is going to be off the charts. Saturn is going to be moving into your 6th house with Neptune. But before I get there, let me tell you a few things. This year is all about, it really is all about consciousness. So when I say be awake, be aware, everything that's happening around you and the things that you want for yourself, it's only going to be a lot easier if you are truly vibrating at a high frequency, because you're going to see there's going to be this elevation where people are just becoming more awake and awake and awake. And so it's really, really a significant year. Now, the other thing is all the planets, like I said, are changing signs. That hasn't happened in, 300 years or something like that. It's been a long time since they've all changed signs within a year. But what makes it unique this year is they're all aspecting each other. It's just a mind-blowing year. Think of it as the snake shedding its skin. Okay, phoenix rising from the ashes, especially y'all, you know. Again, I'm going to tell you why in a second. It is the year of 9, so completing things, finishing things out. Remember that. Please remember that, because what you're going to do this year, Scorpio, and you're going to be letting go of old systems and structures that you may have used, relied on, believed in for years, maybe decades. The universe is going to ask you to let some of those go now. Okay, it is a 9 year. It is the year of the snake anyway. So just keep that in mind. Now, January to March, you know, we are going to have some significant retrogrades. So just remember, Mars retrograde is having a really big impact on you, especially when it comes to career matters. But there is going to be some when Mars retrogrades back into Cancer. That's going to be significant for you, because you're a water sign. You really mesh with, you know, Cancer, your BFF, another water sign. But it's your 9th house of your views, your perspective, your philosophies. The 9th house is the house of God. And so you are truly going to have some major moments, really big moments of just seeing things in a new way. Remember, it's all about consciousness. I want you to spend time in nature. I want you to even try meditation. If you don't meditate, maybe even do some yoga. Just fade out a little bit, okay? From your physical mind to your higher mind, all right? Just have those moments. You're going to see things that work for you in ways that you never thought was possible. You're going to see things that you did not believe could even be, something that you could envision for yourself. Okay, this is all about going within. All right, even tapping into your inner warrior with Mars. You know, your ruling planet being retrograde in Mars. In Leo, and then Cancer. Right, but Mars will go back into Leo direct, and so after 6 months of being retrograde, Mars in Leo. Remember, this is your 10th house. So pay attention to April. Please pay attention to April, because that is what, if you're here for career, and if you're not here for career, this is your 10th house. So it's fame. What do you want to be known for? Okay. It's public recognition. It's honors, achievements. You're going to hit the ground running when it comes to April. Okay. After those retrogrades. Now, the other thing is, you're going to have some big moments, when it comes to March. It's eclipse season in March. But there's something else happening in March, Scorpio. Let me just tell you, pay attention to about March 10th, the 12th to the end of March, because not only do we have the eclipses, we have the North Node, Venus, Mercury, Neptune, and Saturn, all at late degrees of Pisces, in a conjunction. It's like a 2-week conjunction. The same time Neptune moves into Aries for the first time in like 150 years. Pay attention to March. That's when things really get going in terms of what brings you joy and pleasure, okay? Also, family and children. Do you want kids? Are you going to have kids? Some of y'all are, okay? Recreations, hobbies, creativity. Again, creativity is going to be, like I said, off the charts for you. Really embrace that, okay? And then you're going to see just everything start changing for you when Mars goes direct in Leo in your 10th house, and then you have Saturn and Neptune moving into Aries in your 6th house of work. So you see the overlap there. You're going to be really busy starting over the summer. There's going to be spring, summer. There's going to be some major things happening for you in terms of career, in terms of work, hiring employees, starting your own business, maybe even, doing something different with colleagues. There's something really big here for you. Okay. I want you to know that everything around spring, summer, fall is going to change. You're not going to recognize who you were the time you're watching this video. It is going to be significantly big, and Saturn, Neptune are really going to be moving things along. Now, you are going to have emphasis in home throughout 2025 with Pluto and Aquarius. And again, Pluto, remember, Pluto is a powerful planet. It's empowerment, it's power, it's transformation, and it's death and rebirth. You need that death part for rebirth. So what's going to happen is, again, some structures and systems that comes to home, family, children, parents, your relationship with them, and real estate matters and property matters. Some things are gonna right for this new you, for this new system to evolve. And you're going to see that play out there throughout the year. One day that I want you to pay attention to would be May 17th. Okay. You're going to have some big change here when it comes to partnerships and relationships. It can be one-on-one commitments. It can be love. It can be career. It can be your brother. It can be, your like nanny, and maybe even some legal matters. Something here is going to change really significantly, okay? Because the Sun conjunct Uranus only happens once a year. This one's really powerful. This is something's breaking you away from routines. Yeah? Your routines. Something is freeing you around this time, and you're going to have a personal breakthrough. This is big. So pay attention to what happens around this time, even the days following it, the weeks following it, even see where you're at a month from now. All right. This is definitely going to be a big time for you. Remember, March to October, like I said, spring, summer, fall. March to October, that's when Neptune's going to be sextiling Pluto. Oh my goodness. Your creativity, imagination, all of that off the charts. Even if you're a creative type, you are going to feel empowered. There's going to be so many things happening for you going through this new cycle. That's a 148-year cycle on top of a 250-year cycle that nobody has experienced. So that's happening from March to October. All right. Now, Saturn and Neptune, they're going to overlap the end of May to September. That's your sixth house. They're in Aries. Okay. So again, I would not be surprised if a lot of y'all start something new. It could even be a side hustle. Okay. Or again, if you're retired or there's going to be something here with health matters. All right. Something that's going to put your eyes on health, physical wellness. There could be something like where you become some guru when it comes to health, spiritual health. There's something here. Pets, a big thing, but this is your everyday activities, your routines, your duties, responsibilities when it comes to the things that you do. All right. Now, it is going to be a strong time because Saturn will be sextiling Pluto. And when I talk about Pluto, Scorpio, I really do want you to pay attention. Pluto is your ruler. All right. And you're going to have Saturn sextiling Pluto. The Saturn is a taskmaster. The Saturn tests you, but this is such a wonderful sextile. And this is also very psychological. All right. So there is something here. There's something here that, maybe there's something here that really, really you're getting in the rhythm of some new place that you are when it comes to home and parents and children and family and the foundations of your life. Know that, remember, Neptune is with Saturn. Neptune sextiling Pluto too. Uranus is sextiling Pluto too. I mean, I cannot even believe this. So there is this new revolution like a new inner, you're breaking free and you're doing something different. So I really, really like this for you. And then remember, the first half of 2025, you've got Jupiter in Gemini. You're going to see things change fast for you when it comes to February. I would even say March is eclipse season. So you're going to see big changes in March. And then I would just pay attention to what's happening between February to June, because that is your eighth house. You are the native ruler of the eighth house. Eighth house is death and rebirth. So you see that you're going through all these big moments of transformation throughout the year, but there's going to be a hot, a peak, all right, around late spring for you. And there could be something here with partnerships and business partners, maybe something with taxes, maybe something with inheritance, shared resources, joint bank accounts, royalties even. I mean, you've got Jupiter, which represents profit and expansion and abundance and fortune, good luck. This is really, really special for you, okay? It's really, really special. Now, I do want to highlight one more thing for you, and that would be, I would say at the end of June, around June 25th, you may take a really big trip, okay? There may be something here where if you're publishing, if you're writing a book, you may have some movement here, some traction here, starting doing broadcasting, starting a podcast or something like that. There is a new moon in Cancer on June 25th that's going to be conjuncting Jupiter, which is significant, all right? And then remember, Uranus moves into Gemini in July. And so this is a 7-year transit. And again, remember, this is only here for a few months, giving you a window into 2026 and beyond. Uranus in Gemini, remember, that is your 8th house of death and rebirth transformation. You are continuing to evolve in ways that you had never believed you could. Also, you're going to have a lot of moments where you're like, this isn't working. I'm burning it down, building it up. Remember I even said build that building. That was coming through strong for me. But just know Uranus is having these wonderful positive alignments with Neptune, Saturn, and Pluto. Uranus is going to be trining Pluto. So just pay attention for over the summer. All right. Again, this is your 8th house, and Uranus is going to bring those breakthrough moments, those surprising moments, those unexpected moments in your 8th house of you just transforming in so many different ways, but also money, money and love. All right. So those are the main things. Actually, your birthday season is bonkers. Okay, pay attention to your birthday season with all these new aspects that are happening. I would truly look at what card just flipped over. Look at that. You got the Queen of Wands flipping over. Oh, and the Knight of Swords. Wow, that's amazing. All right, if they show up in your spread, then we will definitely, that's a sign. Yeah. But I will keep them in mind. Knight of Swords. Wow. You're already thinking new things, right? In the direction where you want to go. That Queen of Wands energy. You want to be sitting in a throne. But again, October, Mars moves into your sign. You haven't had Mars in your sign in a really long time. So wow. October is going to be off the chains. Scorpio, is that a thing? Let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for 2025. Oh my goodness. Now, that's just my shuffling skills. The heat is off, by the way. I need to put on a jacket, but I can do this. Scorpio, let's get started. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, 2025. Okay, that's January right there. All right, Scorpio. So, listen, again, I'm going to do... So, you know what's really crazy about this, by the way? The card that just flipped out. And, sometimes, I have to go with my energy. Sometimes I flip out. I say they're like a clarifier. You know me. And sometimes, I know that it's your card. What's crazy about this is that, remember I say I meditate before every sign and I shuffle. And sometimes I look at the bottom of, the stack just to give an idea of what direction it may be heading. Guess what card I saw? That's a big sign. All right. So there's January for you, February, March, April, May, June. Remember, I'm looking at the story that it tells. So even if some of the cards come up the same in your part 1, this is going to be just a very different read. Okay. And it really is just seeing the story that it tells for you, Scorpio, but this is going to be a gangbusters here for you. I can't even believe the fact that you have Jupiter in your 8th house. Your life has been transforming already. You probably had so many major things happen since, last May. Major. Where are we? We're done, right? Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay. So January, February, March, April, May, June, right? And then we got July, August, September, October, November, December. Scorpio, your life is changing in ways that, remember how I said, that builder energy, and then Phoenix rising from the ashes, you're going to have a lot of big moments come through, and it's going to allow you to, move forward in a way where you are implementing these new structures and systems and bringing these new things in your life. You just got 3 aces. 3 aces. No other sign has gotten that. Okay. No other sign. You also got the Magician along with that. So you're reinventing yourself throughout the year, and new things are coming into your life. You really, really should be very proud of yourself with all the achievements that you've made and where you are now in your life. Okay, because honestly, like, you came out of a storm. You came out of a storm. All right, when we had the eclipses in your sign. Wow, those were big. Yeah, you had some big changes up until like 2022, 2023. But then things got really good for you. You took charge, ownership, all right? And that's what this year is going to ask of you, especially when Saturn moves to Aries and Neptune, ownership. Owning everything that you want, you that you're doing. You're good here. Hold on. Okay. Um, this is just I okay, so you got the Ace of Cups, and remember the Queen of Wands popped out. So remember that. That's a sign, okay? You have the Ten of Cups, yeah? In eclipse season. This is March. Remember, we have the 2 eclipses in March. You also and then remember I said we have that like 5 planet conjunction in March in Pisces. This is a Pisces card. That is your 5th house of joy, pleasure. Look at this. Look at the happy couple, the happy children. There's a sense of like so much joy in this card, but not even being aware of that joy. Okay, because you're so tapped in, you're so tuned in into the ether, into your enlightenment. I can't even believe this. You have the Ace of Swords. All right, you have the Page of Wands, and then you have the 3 of Wands. So I'm going to tell you something here. Look at this. The first half of the month, new, getting what you want. 10. It's a 10. 1 0 equals 1. New beginning. New. Page of Wands. New. 3 of Wands. 3. 1 2 equals new reality. New. So there's something happening that's extraordinary and mind blowing. I've never seen anything like this. So again, we're seeing the story that's being told. Something right off the bat in January is going to be emotionally fulfilling for you, okay? And it's going to be offered to you. That's the hand of spirit, and we love the hand of spirit, okay? Because that is just saying, hey, Scorpio, we love you. We're going to give you this, dream job, this, proposal, this marriage, this, baby, whatever you want, new love, soulmate, all of that. This is tears of joy, the Ace of Cups, rapturous energy. Now it's being offered for you, right? So you've got to be willing to take it. There's something new here that is can really set the course for the rest of the year for you in this emotional capacity that's really, really, really strong. And again, like I said, something new that you may have never experienced before. But cups are, love and expression and creativity. It's not creativity, but intuition. It's relationships. It's so beautiful. This is really, really nice. And it just seems like it allows you to get whatever you want. It brings you into this happy, this nirvanic, like euphoric state with that only rainbow and tarot. But you've also got the Ace of Swords. So there's this huge breakthrough that you're about to have as well. There could be, this is April, there could be signing some new contract, or again, putting something into this new, like an LLC, or starting your own business or a side hustle where you make extra money with these breakthrough ideas that you have. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I'm getting a little bit of like announcement. You may be announcing something at this time between March and April. All right. So keep that in mind. And it's going to be very nice. You have that Page of Wands. Is something new coming into your life. You could be also, getting some big message, but there is a sense of like, that's major creativity with the Page of Wands and the 3 of Wands. There's something you're exploring new. Just think new. That's kind of like the key word. This is extraordinary. You know that, right? This is mind blowing. Wow. Wow. And remember, the 3 of Wands is an Aries card. And I bring that up is because when we get to June, remember, that's when we're going to have that overlap with Saturn and Neptune in Aries for the first time. And that is your sixth house of everyday activities and your routines and your work. And so there may be some, like, again, it may even be by June that you're in a completely different place by the time you're watching this video. And then look at the second half. This is insane. So you've got the Six of Pentacles, which I absolutely love for you. And the Six of Pentacles has not come out that often in this forecast for any sign, but this is like gratitude, generosity. This is like taking that inspired action that makes you feel good, that makes people within your orbit feel good. There is a sense of like knowing who you are, but like being selfless, right? Having that sense of service to others. And I want to explain something to you. You've got that coming after the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. That's May and June. Remember that. And remember, I said summer's going to be big for you. And by the time you get to July, remember I said Saturn and Neptune are both going to be in Aries in your sixth house. The sixth house is service to others. And so there's going to bring a different type of joy maybe you've never felt before, but it's going to feel really nice. And you could also be getting this sense of, support system that you didn't think that you ever had. It's really amazing. Look, but it does feel like it's you. Now, look at that. So you see a lot of karma being, rewarded here throughout the year for you. You get another ace by being selfless. This is the Ace of Wands now. So definitely take advantage of this. Ace of Wands, all the aces, new beginnings, new cycles, new opportunities, new paths, new journeys. There's something new with those aces, starting something new. You got three aces. Now, the Wands, that is like a lot of creative energy. That's a lot of your ambitions. It's a lot of work energy. Remember, you've got that overlap, right? With your 10th house and your 6th house. This is amazing. There could be like that something new coming into your life. Now, I would not be surprised if it is a child. I would not be surprised if it is like a baby or even a grandkid, or maybe even like if you're a teacher, something like changing with the way that you're teaching or educating others. All right, even if you're not a teacher, there's something there that's coming through for me. But anyway, the Ace of Wands, amazing. So really, 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 really great. August is bonkers. Now we get to September. You do have that Five of Pentacles. There's going to be something you're letting go. Okay, don't feel bad about it. All right, the Five of Pentacles, it is a challenge card. This is the other, remember, this is September, so look down this line, right, for the eclipses. This is March, this is September when we have the eclipses in September. And it does seem like there's going to be letting some people go. Remember, you have your South Node in Virgo, that is your 11th house, so you could be just re-examining some friendships. There could be eclipses are game changers, and they eclipse things out of your life. So it could just be the end of a friendship. It could be the end of like something, just with someone else involved, right? A group or a community that, again, it doesn't feel strong for me, but it's flanked by the Ace of Wands and the Magician. This was meant to happen. Okay. So don't feel bad if something, I'll even clarify that. If something happens during those eclipses in September, it was meant for you because it allows you to have that Magician and the Tower moment. Remember I said, it's like you're going to have multiple moments of Phoenix rising from the ashes. Well, there you go. There you go. Okay. Remember, this is November. This is your birthday season. And then you got that Eight of Cups. So something here was meant to happen because Eight of Cups is like, yeah, I get it. I'm moving forward. There's something here that's better for me. And I've recognized that he's moving to higher ground. All right. So what was I going to clarify that? Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Really, really. It does seem like it might be you. Yeah. Okay. So there's something here that you're meant to experience with those two fives in September. Pay attention to September. Okay. Remember, you're on a karmic journey. You just pulled justice. So if you want things to work in your favor, you've got to be very diplomatic. You've got to be your authentic self. You got to be in tune. Remember, you got to be very aware of every action that you take. Okay. So the eclipses seems like in September, they're going to be the biggest test for you. You're going to come out on the other side. Okay. Make sure you come out on the other side being the better person in a situation, the best version of yourself. You just got justice. Now, again, remember I said partnerships and relationships may be a big thing for you. It may be. There may be something here. Where it's, again, you were meant to experience, to learn something and really connect with your karmic journey. But I love the Justice card coming out. You got the Magician, you got the Tower. Again, the Tower, I feel, is for you. The Tower is always for you. It never happens to you. And again, I think that something by the time in November you're going to recognize is like, okay, well, this isn't working either, so I'm just going to. And there's actually, you know what? I'll show you. In November, yeah, I knew it. Okay, so in November, Uranus actually moves back into Taurus. Remember that, yeah? Up until about April 25th, 2026. So this is going to be November 7th. So still in your birthday season. Yeah. So that's your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So there could be something there with that, but you also want to look at where Mars is at, because this Tower card is attributed to Mars. And in November, Mars is going to be moving into Sagittarius on November 4th. So all of November. And that is your second house of self-worth, self-value, the things that you value, things like that. So really, 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 there's something not working, and there may be something that if you don't change it, the universe is going to be like, okay, we're going to change this for you. All right. Also something with like money, income, finances. But again, you are moving forward. I love that 8 of Cups energy. Well, you got the 4 of Cups too, and the Page of Cups. So there's going to be a moment where you look back to that Tower moment. But remember, know that everything's happening for you, okay? Because look at what's happening. If you're not looking, if you're not like awake and aware, right? You see the hand of spirit offering this young man a 4th cup. He's already got 3, right? Look at this. You got 3 hands of spirit. The hand of spirit only appears in the aces other than the 4 cups. So you really want to pay attention to that 4 cups energy, all right? So there may be something testing you around this time. Pay attention. It was meant to happen for you, because it's one of those things where, you know, maybe weeks down the line, a month down the line, it could be something where you're like, oh, that Tower moment, if I'm vibrating at high frequency, it was actually the best thing for me, bringing in that Page of Cups. Something new, something wonderful, something really great. But again, you've got this Magician with a Tower. So that's what's telling me that it's you that's going to like, I'm taking this big risk. I'm taking this big sacrifice, and I'm moving forward. Okay. And during that time, I may be a little bored because the thing that I had, you know, I'm generating or manifesting in my life is taking a little bit longer. But remember, December, as I said, your 2024 forecast is one of the most challenging months. So you've got to just hang in there. Yeah. Because it's coming. Yeah. But look at this. You're going to have the most spectacular, like, I can't even believe it. Look at the first 6 months. You're celebrating something really big during eclipse season. Something's happening for you in this beautiful way in March. And then you just have all these new things happening in your life every month, every month, every month. You're getting what you want in February. You're being in this place where you're powerful. Just remember, pay attention to September. Mark it in your calendar. There may be something during those eclipses that may be a bigger shakeup than you had thought, but you got justice, okay? So there's going to be something that connects you to your inner wisdom. There's going to be something here that's very karmic. There may be even a point where you're like, okay, am I doing the right thing? You may be asking questions like that because the eclipses had a big shakeup, but it gives you this opportunity. I mean, the Magician, the power to manifest anything you want. Okay. So Scorpio, thanks so much. That's oh my gosh, I went way over for y'all. Okay. So Scorpio, well, you know, I love y'all. You know, Scorpios, I love y'all. Now, the second spread we're going to do is, it's for tier 3 members. You know where to find the link. It's in the description box or the member section, but I'm going to give you a little bit more dates that I want you to look. I just looked at my calendar, and then we're going to pull a card because this is another story that I want to see being told in terms of inspired actions, things you can expect, etc. So Scorpio, thanks so much. If you like this reading, it would be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments. Look how amazing this is. Even the Magician knew the Tower doing something for you, like something's at work, like 8, but 3 aces. You're the only sign. You're the only sign with that 10 of cups, with the page of wands, with the page of cups, with the 3 of wands. Like, you're good. You're good. You're good. Scorpio, I love y'all. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.